Hello everyone, Bruffy1322 here and welcome to another update to the fastest vehicles in GTA 5 series of videos. Now if you haven't seen all the previous videos where I go over and show the fastest vehicles in GTA 5, then check the description down below because they will all be linked in there. But we'll basically be doing the same thing as always by taking each vehicle from the last team standing update around cutting corners, getting a lap time for it and seeing where it fits into the usual lists. So the first one is actually one that I'd missed out, and that is the Merryweather Mesa. Now I hadn't done this one, I just completely forgot about it, so now I have actually done everything in the game, and even though I claimed that I'd already done that in the previous video. But the Merryweather Mesa gets a 1 minute 10.606, which is actually 4 seconds a lap quicker than the regular Mesa. So the Merryweather Mesa is a bit better. Now this is in the off-roads class, whereas the normal Mesa is in the SUVs class, so that's a little bit of a difference there. But the Merryweather Mesa is a quicker version. Now you can't actually race the Merryweather version against its regular counterpart, but it's just nice to know that the Merryweather version is a bit quicker. Next up we have the first vehicle from the last team standing update, which is the Innovation bike. And this is quite a nice bike to ride, it's just not that quick. It's kind of on the same level as the PCJ 600. It is a little bit better than all of the sort of the cruiser bikes like the Demon and things like that. It is a little bit quicker than those, and it certainly turns a bit better than those as well. It just doesn't really have the raw power of a lot of the other bikes that are ahead of it. So although it does get a 1 minute 0.340, it's not that high up in the list. It wouldn't make it into the top 10, which is a bit of a shame, but it is a nice one to ride, and it looks quite cool as well. So a bit of a difference there from this update. Next up, we've got a little bit of a surprise bike, because the Hakuchou bike is quite good. With a 54.236, that's only, what, 1/100th of a second, I think, slower than the Dinka Double T. So it's basically slots into 4th place, but you could pretty much say that it was joint 3rd place with the Double T. It's about a second and about a second off the Akuma, 2 seconds off the Barty, and this is stock. Obviously we'll see what happens when it's fully modded once the fully modded series comes out, but it's just a very balanced bike. It's a very nice bike to ride. I quite enjoy riding this. It's amazing in a straight line once you get the wheel up as well. So quite a surprise from that one. Now the Furore GT. This is an interesting one because, frankly, it's terrible. I mean, it doesn't really have anything going for it. With a 1 minute 1.735, it's a little bit slower than the Carbonizer, a little bit quicker than the Alpha and the Coquette, but frankly, there's not a lot to it. You know, it's just kind of in that random band of sports cars that aren't very quick. They look alright, and I would say the Furore GT looks really good, but in general, in terms of actually, you know, being quick in the game, it's just not that great. It also doesn't have a spoiler update, available to it, which means that it won't get the benefit of an added traction from that, which also means that when it does become fully modded, it's going to lose places relative to all the other sports cars around it that do have a spoiler. And this is actually, I think it's the first sports car that doesn't have a spoiler available to it, which is very strange. So really the Hakuchou bike is the one to have from this update. The Furore GT and the others aren't really that great. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I hope it's helped. We've got the fully modded cars series coming out soon, so stay tuned for that. But otherwise, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.